You don't have to worry about anything, Ralph. The satellite won't be overhead for 6 minutes, and no one knows where we are. We're in a desolate park. You know, I don't like the government following me because they've been following me with all the videos that I do. But right now, I'm so worried about the billions of people that might die over the next few years if the Ebola virus isn't stopped. The government, the President and administration of the United States doesn't seem to want to stop it at the borders. With the election coming up in 10 days, you know, all of our lives are at risk. I will do my best to protect my family. We all got masks. We all got goggles. Yep. So I hope you do the same to protect your family from the virus outbreak that's coming to America. Also, you got to be so worried about the food supply. I got 1,000 cans of Spam in my house to protect my family so I know we can eat for a while. And to wash that down, I don't even want to tell you how many gallons of water that I have saved in remote areas that they're only accessible to me and my family. We cannot wait for the president to read what's happening in the paper like he told us in previous things that happened in this country. You know, he said that all the things, the IRS scandal, Benghazi, you know, he woke up in the morning and saw it in the paper or on CNN. We cannot wait for the Ebola virus to be stopped by the government. With the election coming in 10 days, I would encourage each of you to go out and vote for the Republicans. The Republicans at least have a history of keeping our country safe, our motherland. I have no place to go back to, so I gotta hope that this country stays safe for my children, their children, if they ever have them, for the families, to the religious people of this country, to everybody else that's been a good tax-paying citizen of this country for many, many years. This is something that could sneak up and have the square root effect. If you look at people that came into this country that had the Ebola virus, it was one person, and every time it doubled and traveled to 2 people. If it travels to 2 people, then it travels to 4 people. And some people were already getting through the fail-safes that our government said they put up at the airports. You know, they come in, and what's to stop somebody from coming in and just taking 2 Tylenol before they get into one of the airports an hour or 2 before on an 8-hour flight, and their temperature is fine? The president's solution, this might be the real plan for the president, as I like to call him now, Ebola. You know, Ebola, Obama. So President Ebola, this might be a big solution, you know, for him, because with the unemployment rate, you know, he's saying that's so good, but really the number of large welfare rolls that we have and people not in the workforce, if they died off from the Ebola virus, it would solve a lot of problems for the country. Do you want that for your children? Do you want that, you know, for yourself, or for your mother and father, the elderly of this country? I don't know. I sure hope you think about what I'm saying. You know, that the Ebola virus could easily break out in this country, that it cannot be stopped. If some of you watch TV and you go to TNT, you know, on demand, look for a series called The Last Ship. What's happening in this country now is not that far-fetched of what, you know, is going on with the Ebola virus. Look at the blacklist from last week on WNBC. You know, they had kind of, it wasn't exactly Ebola, but how a virus breaks out in the country. What's going to happen after millions of people could be easily infected with the open transportation systems of this country, the planes, the trains, the automobiles, the fast food places, you know, the buffets that you go to. And with the borders open on the southern end Don't you think the terrorists would love to send in people with the Ebola virus to major cities? But just watch what happened on the blacklist. I'm sure everybody that has cable could look on NBC for the blacklist. I don't want to frighten anybody, but I'm awfully scared. I don't want to die a miserable death. And that's the way it looks, for the people, of the thousands of people that already died in Africa. Just think about it. Neighboring countries in Africa will not let other people in from the countries that are infected with the Ebola virus. But we will. Is that absolutely nuts? God bless us all. I pray for everybody's safety, and I hope I don't have to use the respirator, the goggles, eat up my spam, even though it will be good. This stuff will be good for 50 years. If you dug up a can of spam, in France from World War II, it's still good today. And of course, I got plenty of water. I'll talk to you all soon, and God bless you.